Hey guys, Matt with Fast Lane Reviews here. Today I'm going over my dad's 2007 Toyota Camry XLE package. Now when you walk up to the car, it's maybe not the most elegant looking car. It's very nice looking, I'll give it that. For what it is, it looks luxurious. It really is a lower end Lexus, but it still has a luxury car feel and look without the luxury car cost. Now with the motor, this specific one is a 3.5 liter V6. I honestly couldn't tell you how much horsepower it has because this isn't really a car where I care how much horsepower it has. It's a daily driver for us. It's not really a car that we are going to modify. Well, it's definitely not a car that we're going to modify. So it's not really one where, you know, I would look up performance statistics and tell you guys. But one thing is for sure, it's rather quick. And it has a sporty suspension. Now obviously it's not going to handle like a really high-end sports car, but again, for a cheap daily driven car, this car is great. It just cuts through the curves really easy. The suspension is actually rather low from the factory. It's not something like a Mustang where there's a foot of wheel gap when it's excessive. Now I was looking up performance stuff for the Toyota Camry. Just, you know, just to have fun. And I found not a whole lot, but one thing I found was Toyota actually made a twin screw supercharged Toyota Camry that pushed out 330 horsepower. Now, as relatively quick as this is with just a base model V6, I can only imagine what that feels like. If I was, you know, if I wanted to modify this car, that's definitely something that I would look into. So if you are a Camry enthusiast, I guess, that's something I would look into. I'm sure there's turbo kits out for these cars. I can't imagine that there's not. I've definitely seen them lowered on a set of aftermarket wheels. That's really, if you want to modify it, that's really all you need to clean up the look even more. Now as far as the interior goes, it's really, really nice. They put in some of this wood paneling where, although it's not real, which I kind of don't like, real wood trim in a car is expensive. The steering wheel feels really nice. It's very soft. The seats are really nice soft leather, almost softer leather than my Mustang. Everything is right where you need it to be. Being the XLE model, it does have more advanced options. Both seats are power seats. It has a JBL audio system, which sounds absolutely fantastic. And it has this really cool feature with the shifter, where you just slide it over and then bump it up or down. Definitely something that I wish my Mustang had, being an automatic, unfortunately. So you can start off in first gear. And then slide back over into drive. Now a lot of newer cars have this. I know the newer Mustangs do have this in the automatic option. Other than, you know, the EcoBoost that has the paddle shifted option, which is something that I really want. It rides really nice. You don't feel bumps. For being a cheap Camry, it drives like a Lexus. It really does. For a cheap car, I mean, this is probably one of the best cheap luxury cars. And as reliable as Toyota is, it makes it a great deal. This car, we got it, it has 158,343 miles. That's quite a bit of miles. But this car drives like it's brand new. Drives like it's straight off the lot, like it's the year 2007. It's fantastic. It has great extra features. Tells you the outside temperature. It has separate air conditioning for the driver and the passenger. Again, the audio system sounds absolutely fantastic. And it has a really luxury feel without the luxury cost again. It's overall really good. So what are the cons? I mean, sometimes the armrest slides forward when you don't want it to. That's about all I have negative to say. There's really nothing to hate on for this car. Now, I can't speak as far as an aftermarket exhaust because an aftermarket exhaust might not sound great. This is probably a car that I personally would leave stock exhaust, even if I turboed it. Could a U-turn here? Sluggish and slow, like an older Cadillac that was considered a luxury car back in the day. I feel like that's kind of given luxury cars a reputation of slow and handling like a boat, and this completely defies that. This performs and handles like a low-end sports car, while it has features and a ride quality and drivability of a luxury car. So for any of you guys that are 15 or 16 years old looking for a daily driver, don't have a whole lot of money to spend. Now there are definitely cheaper options, but if you have maybe $10,000 or a little bit less to spend on a used 2007 Toyota Camry, definitely look into one of these. Will not regret it. I promise you. As far as drivability of this car, on a scale of 10, I'm tempted to rate it a 10. Maybe 8. As far as performance, speed, it's quick. It's not a car that you would really take to a track and race. So maybe a 6, give or take. As far as handling, the handling is really clean and crisp. It responds well to driver input. There's not a lot of body roll, a little bit, but not a lot. Any car that you want to ride nice is going to have a slight amount of body roll, but this Toyota kept it very minimal in this car. So as far as handling goes, I would also rate it maybe a 5 or 6, give or take. Overall, it's a very easy car to drive, extremely drivable, it's driver friendly, everything is right where you need it to be. If you're looking for a car, look into one of these. It gets good gas mileage. Can't beat good gas mileage in a daily driver. We all have our performance cars, but there's also that need for a daily driver to save us money, because that money goes to our race cars, right? This car gets good gas mileage, it rides good, it's quick, it handles well. It's overall a very, very good car, and probably somewhat underrated. So that was my 2007 Toyota Camry XLE review. Thank you guys for watching Fast Lane Reviews. Don't forget to subscribe below. Hit that thumbs up button. Thanks for watching, guys.